Are you a lone wolf? Do you not fully trust your government and believe the birds work for the bourgeoisie? Do you believe you can read minds? Well, I have the product just for you. Introducing Cluster A Personality Disorders. Coming in 3 different flavors for you to enjoy. Paranoid Pete's Playbook. Ever feel like everyone's got a secret agenda? That's our buddy Paranoid Pete for you. Pete's symptoms include side-eyeing, interpreting friendly gestures as covert ops, and keeping secrets tighter than a bank vault. But worry not, Pete's got options. Therapy to rewire his thinking, building trust like friendship architects, and maybe a sprinkle of meds to keep the anxiety at bay. If Pete is in your taste, you'll love Solitary Sam's social saga. For those who are the master of the solo game, Sam's all about the social detachment, minimal expression, and preference for the lone wolf activities. Risk factors, please. Genetic roots, a childhood lacking in social butterfly moments, and a family tree full of solitude enthusiasts. Treatment? Oh yeah. A bit of therapy to polish those social skills and explore the hidden depths of emotion. Even though Sam's cozy in his one-person mode, it's time for him to get outside. Do you enjoy being social? Well, this next one's perfect. Enter Eccentric Ellie. Eccentric Ellie, or normally is just a setting on the dryer. But this time, Ellie rocks odd beliefs, magical thinking, and a style that's more avant-garde than a modern art exhibit. Now don't be fooled, this has risk factors as well. A dash of genetic flair, family ties to the quirky spectrum, and some childhood adventures that set the stage. Now, Ellie's got some remedies. Therapy, especially the cognitive behavioral flavor, to untangle those unconventional thoughts. And hey, maybe a bit of medication to keep the magic realism in check. So what are you waiting for? Don't walk. Run to your closest therapist and see if you have it near you today.
Cool. This is going to be a little more serious because individuals actually suffer from these things. So forgive me if this is a little lengthy, but I'm just going to go into depth with it. Okay, so starting off with paranoid personality disorder, PPD. These individuals live in constant fear. They question those around them, even if it's unjustified. Could be family, friends, close relatives, coworkers. They are always suspicious to those around them. They're really hypersensitive to, I guess, feelings, emotions. They're always waiting for betrayal. Uh, they're relentlessly hypervigilant, and they just anticipate harm. Uh, just summarizing it as anxiety seems like an injustice to individuals with PPD, really. Um, I guess next on the list would be the schizoid personality disorder. It's hard to talk about this one. These individuals, and I can relate to them. A couple months back, they basically feel robotic. They can't really form close relationships or have any type of extreme emotion. these people prefer, I guess, solitary activities, and nothing wrong with being an introvert, but when it gets to a point to where you won't ever leave your house and you just don't feel like going out, it can be a really bad, I guess, struggle, because people with this often can fall into different categories: not leaving, not doing anything, just all around shutting themselves from the world. And most people can't even tell something's wrong because they're a blank slate. They struggle with limited facial expressions, gestures, and body language. They just don't feel. And I'm not saying that they don't feel any emotions at all, but sometimes people just can't actually show or form a close bond. And the schizotypal personality, which I will get into right now. For the schizotype personality, I have a couple friends who basically fall into this type A category, but they haven't been diagnosed. I'm not going to give any names because I'm going to respect their privacy, but basically, these people are very eccentric in their beliefs. They're very magical thinking people. And the people I have been around, they've been a joy, but they are impacted a lot. Sometimes they have a power struggle to set reality from fantasy apart. And it's good. It's good. Like, they're mostly happy for the most part, but for those who, I guess, suffer deeply from it, I know they can see delusions and they have paranoia. The way it's been described was they can see things out of their peripheral, almost like schizophrenia, but not exactly. It's not auditory, or I mean, for the people I've met, it's not auditory. Most of the time, it's visual and it's small things, but they can have a very, very big impact on, I guess, the relationship, really. And sometimes these individuals won't actually go out. They feel crazy. They feel like they're a danger to society. They don't speak up about it because, I mean, let's be honest. Who are you going to tell that, hey, I see things from a different perspective? Oh, I see magical creatures. I They just see or hear different things that aren't there. We have such a bad connotation on mental health that I it's it's bad. But I think before I get too deep into, I guess, the actual of my own feelings with it, I think I'm going to leave it off here. Um I know this is just for a school project, but if anyone else comes across this, it's okay to seek help. You're not the only one out there. I know it's hard sometimes, but there are people that specialize in this. And I really wish you would seek out and get help. But I know you have to do it at your own pace. Don't be afraid to speak up.